A guide to information sharing. Video 2. The second video covers Section 66, Section 66C and what it allows, the requirements to consult with tamariki and rangatahi, and some views of tamariki and rangatahi about sharing their information. What is Section 66 and why is it important? Section 66 can only be used by the police and Oranga Tamariki to request information. It requires any individual or agency to comply with the request for information that may affect the safety or well-being of tamariki and rangatahi if the information is needed to. Determine whether tamariki or rangatahi are in need of care or protection. Help with the family group conference or care or protection proceedings. Or undertake further assessment, provide services, or refer tamariki or rangatahi, their family or whānau, or person having care of them, to services. Information requested under Section 66 must be provided if requested, unless the information is legally privileged. Section 66C. Section 66C provides the legal framework for those within the child welfare and protection sector to request, use, and disclose personal information for specific purposes related to the well-being or safety of tamariki and rangatahi. The purposes for requesting, using, and disclosing information under Section 66C are to prevent or reduce the risk for tamariki or rangatahi of harm, ill treatment, abuse, neglect, or deprivation. Make, contribute to, or monitor any support plan for tamariki and rangatahi that is managed by Oranga Tamariki. Prepare, implement, or review any prevention plan or strategy issued by Oranga Tamariki. Arrange, provide, or review services facilitated by Oranga Tamariki for tamariki and rangatahi or their family or whānau, or carry out functions related to a family group conference, tamariki or rangatahi in care, or anything else related to the care or protection of tamariki and rangatahi. What does Section 66C allow? Section 66C means that information can be shared between professionals, not that it has to be. Section 66C allows you to make a decision to proactively disclose relevant information to others in the sector if you believe it is in the best interests of the tamariki or rangatahi for any of the purposes outlined in the Act. Ask others to disclose relevant information. Choose how you respond when someone else in the sector makes a request using Section 66C. That means you use your professional judgment to decide whether to disclose relevant information to help achieve one or more of the purposes specified in the Act. You may also choose to disclose information beyond what has been requested, if you believe it is relevant and it is for one of the specified purposes. Section 66C supports the idea of a network to ensure those working with tamariki, rangatahi, and family, or whānau, have the relevant, up-to-date, and accurate information they need for their mahi. Oranga Tamariki and the police are part of the child welfare and protection sector. This means they can use Section 66C to request and proactively share information with you. You can also request and proactively share information with them. Consultation. It is important that we actively involve tamariki, rangatahi, and family, or whānau, in the information sharing process. The information sharing provisions do not require consent from tamariki or rangatahi to share information. However, we must consult them or their representative wherever practicable and appropriate if we're considering sharing information under Section 66C. The consultation process should help tamariki or rangatahi to understand what will be shared and why, who it will be shared with and who will see it, any possible decisions that may be made with the information, or other outcomes and consequences of sharing. Ask questions and have those answered. Tell us what they think about sharing, including if they agree or not. Have their views on any decisions around information sharing considered. You will need to make a professional judgment to determine what information should be disclosed, where tamariki or rangatahi do not wish this to occur. Consulting respects the mana of tamariki and rangatahi. Upholds the rights of tamariki and rangatahi to have their say about their information. Supports open and transparent practice. Helps build trust and confidence. Respects rangatiratanga, self-determination, and enables those we work with to express their views. Tamariki and rangatahi have said,
if I tell someone something important, it feels like they shouldn't tell someone else without asking. They should say, is it alright if I tell someone?
I want to be in the loop.
I have been in a place where they've shared something totally different to what I told them and it got me into trouble.
You want to know who has your information?
By sharing information in line with the provisions across the child welfare and protection sector, we can act together to ensure the well-being and safety of tamariki and rangatahi, and provide their family, or whānau, with the support they need to help their tamariki and rangatahi thrive. More information and resources can be found on the Oranga Tamariki website under the information sharing page. These include guidance for sharing information documents. The guidance is available in English and te reo. Information sharing resources, including scenarios. Training resources, including an editable information sharing PowerPoint file. Remember, if you're worried about a tamaiti or rangatahi at any time and think you should make a report of concern, you can still contact Oranga Tamariki on 0508 326 459.